You remember the exact sound of your mother's voice changing when the mail came. You remember your father's jaw tightening at a restaurant, doing math nobody else could see. You were 7 years old. You didn't understand rent or debt or overdraft fees, but your body understood something was wrong, and it's still reacting to that feeling today, every time you check your bank account. There's a term for this. Financial psychologists call it a money script, a belief about money so old you formed it before you could read. Here's the part that should genuinely unsettle you. You don't have to have grown up poor for this to be true. If your family looked fine from the outside, but held its breath every single month, you absorbed that exact same fear. 2,000 years ago, a Roman emperor did something almost nobody does. He sat down and wrote out, one by one, every single belief about money and material comfort he inherited from his family. Then he kept some, and he threw the rest away. I'm going to show you his exact method before this ends. Financial psychologist Brad Klontz has spent 2 decades studying this. And here's the line that should stop you cold. Earning more money doesn't fix a destructive money script. It just gives that script a bigger budget to wreak havoc. 4 scripts dominate human behavior. Avoidance, ignoring bills until they hit collections. Worship, thinking a new purchase will fix your depression. Status, buying things to impress people you hate. Vigilance, hoarding cash out of constant terror. You didn't invent yours, you inherited it. One woman has $840,000 sitting in cash. Not invested, not growing, just sitting. That's not a financial strategy. That's a trauma response wearing a spreadsheet. Here's what makes this different from every other money problem we've covered. You didn't choose this fear. You inherited it, the same way you inherited your posture or your laugh. Which means the shame you feel about your financial habits right now isn't actually about you. It's about a 7-year-old who was just trying to make sense of why the house went quiet. The mistake is simple: living out an inherited belief without ever examining where it came from, treating it as truth instead of inheritance. Marcus Aurelius opened his private journal, never meant to be read by anyone, with something almost nobody does. He cataloged exactly what he inherited from his family, not just values, specifically his relationship with money and comfort. From my mother, simplicity in diet, and to be far removed from the ways of the rich. He credited his father with teaching him to take a measured attitude toward material comfort and never to be impressed by his own position. He didn't reject his inheritance. He examined it line by line, and he chose deliberately which parts to keep. Marcus didn't do this to honor his ancestors. He did it because he realized an unexamined money script is a silent dictator. And right now, your parents' unexamined fear is dictating your bank balance. 3 questions tonight. 1. What did you learn about money from your mother, specifically, not vaguely? 2. What did you learn from your father, specifically? 3. Which of those beliefs are you still obeying right now without ever having chosen them? Write the answers down. Then, like Marcus, decide what you keep and what you finally put down. I promised you Marcus's exact method. It wasn't rejection. It wasn't rebellion against his family. It was a private, written inventory. The only tool that turns an inherited fear into a conscious choice. That sound your mother's voice made, that tightening in your father's jaw, it was never a lesson about money. It was fear looking for somewhere to go. Tonight, you get to decide if it still lives in you. You inherited the fear. You don't have to inherit the future. Do the 3-question inventory tonight. And if you're brave enough, drop 1 sentence in the comments below finishing this phrase. The money rule I inherited was... Reading other people's answers will show you just how many of us are fighting the exact same ghost. Subscribe for more video. New video every week.